Order the meeting of the Birmingham City Council for today, July 26th. The time is 9:35. If you will all please join me in prayer. Our Father, our Lord in heaven, we come to you today this morning, Lord, with humble hearts and bowed heads. We ask you, Father, to bless each of us who are present here today. We thank you, Father, for the many, many blessings you bestowed upon each of us. We ask you, Lord, to please continue to support and uplift our mayor, our city council, and our residents. We're thankful for those individuals who have come to the Magic City. We're thankful for those who live in the Magic City and who strive every day to make this a great place to live, work, and play. Father, we ask you to guide the 10 of us who have you anointed as leaders of this city and given this opportunity to make rules, to make guidelines, to advocate and educate for our residents. We thank you, Lord, for this young, youthful leader who we call Mayor. We ask you to please bless him and keep him. We ask you to bless and keep each of our residents. We know the importance, Lord, of giving you all the grace and all the thanks and all the acknowledgement. We ask you, Lord, to open our minds and open our hearts today as we deliberate and consider this agenda. We thank you, Lord, for the employees of the city of Birmingham and for the job they do on a daily basis, again, to make this a great place to live, work, and play. These blessings we ask of you, our Lord and Savior. Amen. Amen. We'll now have the Pledge of Allegiance to be performed by Councilor Pro Tem Crystal Smitherman.
Salute the flag. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Mr. Clerk, if you'll call the roll.
Councilmember Abbott.
Present.
Councilmember Clark.
Present.
Councilmember Moore.
Good morning.
Good morning. Councilmember O'Quinn. Councilmember Tate.
Good morning.
Good morning. Councilmember Williams. Councilmember Woods. Council Pro Tem Smitherman.
Good morning.
Good morning. Council President Alexander.
Good morning, President. At this time, the minutes are not ready for March 1st through July 19th, 2022. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. We'll have communications from Mayor Whitman.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Madam President. Good morning to the council. And good morning to the public. Madam President and Council, this will be the shortest mayor's report probably on record. It'll be about 75 seconds. I cannot sing, but you deserve a proper happy birthday. So, Keonta Bonner, please come up and wish this young lady a happy birthday.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, President Alexander. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Madam President.
Thank you. I don't know if my mic is working. Thank you very much, and thank you for that short mayor's report, and thank you so much for that birthday greeting. Such a wonderful way to be saluted on my birthday. Thank you all very, very much. At this time, we will have consideration of the consent agenda.
All right. The consent agenda starts on page 2 with items 1, 2, and 3 are on consent. Page 3, we have items 4, 5, 6, and 7 on consent. Page 4, we have items 8, 9, and 10 on consent. Page 5, items 11, 12, 13, and 14 are on consent. Page 6, we have items 15, 16, and 17 on consent. Page 7, we have items 18, 19, and 20 on consent. Page 8, we have items 21, 22, and 23 on consent. And on item 21, on the first line, after funds, we insert the words in an amount not to exceed $357. That's on item 21, after funds. Place the words in an amount not to exceed $357. Page 9, we have items 24, 25, 26, and 27 on consent. On items 25 and 26, strike Public Improvements and Beautification Committee and insert City Attorney. That's for both items. On page 10, we have items 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Page 11, we have items 33, 34, and 35 on consent. And Madam President, we also have an addendum item, but please note that at your voting screen, it is stuck, and I don't know how to reset it. We tried, so pay no attention to the vote screen.
Thank you very much. At this time, councilors, are there any items you'd like to add or remove from consent? Councilor Moore.
Madam President, I'd like to move 14, 16, 17, and 18.
Well, 1 second. 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Yes, sir.
I need to delete that.
All right, that's 14 on page 5, 15, 16, and 17 on page 6, and 18 on page 7. Any other items you'd like to add or remove? Council Pro Tem.
Madam President, I would like to place item 36 on consent.
All right, thank you, councilors. We do have item 36 before you, and there's a request to add that to consent. All right, do I have a motion and a second for the consent agenda?
So moved.
All right, you have Councilmember Clark, Councilmember Tate, second.
Yes.
All right.
Before we take our vote, all items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. No separate discussion of these items will be permitted unless a council member, the mayor, or citizen interested in a public hearing so requests. If so, such items will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. All matters of permanent operation, they're indicated with the P and asterisk, will be read. All other matters will be announced by reading the item number only. All public hearings will be announced. We're ready for the vote.
All right. Voting should be open. I'll start with Councilmember Abbott.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Moore.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Tate.
Aye.
Council Pro Tem Smith.
Aye.
Council President Alexander.
Aye. Thank you. The consent agenda passes. If you're here for any items that were listed as being considered for consent, those have been approved, and we'll continue with the rest of the meeting. Mr. Clerk, first item.
I think we're starting with item 14. A resolution authorizing the abatement and removal of the following inoperable motor vehicle as a public nuisance existing on the following property, and the cost of removal to be assessed against the registered owner of the vehicle and the hearing of all interested parties. Need a motion and a second, please.
Second.
All right, Councilor Moore, you move this item from.
Yes, ma'am, Madam President. Really just wanted to, bring this item as well as all the others to the attention of the council, as well as I know my constituents in District 4. Just want to say thank you for addressing this because this is something that, I've been getting several calls about as far as, inoperable vehicles, people not feeling like their communities or neighborhoods look clean because of these different vehicles. And so just wanted to make mention of it and just say that I'm glad that I'm seeing this on the agenda so that we can address this issue.
Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, since
Yes, ma'am.
they're all the same, they're all in the same voice, or?
We can, if you just let me know and just say
Yes, sir.
if nobody opposes, we can do that.
If no one opposes this, could we all consider the items 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 with one vote?
14, 16, 17, 18.
Yes.
All right. So we're ready to vote?
Yes, we're ready for the vote, Mr. Clerk.
All right, Councilmember Abbott.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Moore.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Tate.
Aye.
Council Pro Tem Smith.
Aye.
Council President Alexander.
Aye.
Aye.
Those items pass. Thank you all very much. Next item, Mr. Clerk.
I think that's it for the regular items.
All right, thank you very much. I do want to say at this time we are happy to see Dr. O'Quinn. He also shares a July birthday, so I don't think you were here when you had your birthday, so happy birthday to you. Thank you. All right, at this time, I know that we did not place the speakers list, and I know that we had a few people that wanted to speak, so if you, it's coming? All right, 'cause otherwise, I'll go ahead and, we don't have it yet to call speakers. If you want to line up to my right, and then you'll be able to speak, but we'll start first with the gentleman in the front. He was here first to ask, Mr. Freeman, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, and good morning to the council and to our mayor. Good to see you all. I brought a kit, which you should have in front of you, having to do with bringing a chairlift into the Carver Theater to resolve any problems with ADA compliance. We need to make sure that our senior citizens and people who are disabled can get to the basement of the Carver. And maybe I'm too premature, I should say. Again, my name is Bob Friedman. I'm coming here as director of the Birmingham Black Radio Museum, which is an exhibit that is going to be installed in the basement of the Carver adjacent to the FM station that's also going down there. And there's been a lot of discussion about well, how are people going to get down there, and is the building going to be challenged because of access and so forth? We wanted to resolve that. So if you look at the packet that I gave to everybody here, the first piece, of course, is an introduction that explains why I'm here, because I'm looking to see whether each person, including the mayor, is able, through discretionary funding, to give $2,000 to this project. We've been able to raise $20,000 from the Alabama Power Foundation. If you look at the packet, you will see what the chairlift looks like. It is top of the line, capable of holding a fully blown wheelchair with accessories. If you look at the next page, you'll see what the assessment is for the estimate. We've been able to talk them down from $43,700 to $42,000. If you look at the third page, you will see Alabama Power's commitment to this project. The fourth page will show somewhat of some of the money that we've already applied to the exhibit in the basement, so that you know that, in fact, this process, this progress, has been notated and is underway. We've raised the money for the exhibit. If you go further down, you'll see a letter from Evan Terry Consultants. They're a group that actually oversees ADA compliance, and they visited the site, as have architects from the city and the installers for Garaventa chairs, to see the actual location of where this would be installed. So I've also included, of course, a 501c3 from the BBRM, and as well a letter from the Alabama Department of Archives and History supporting the project, to give visibility to what we've already created with our website. I have a video. It's a minute long, and it will show you the actual exhibit. And can we actually start that now without the music, since I think that not everybody might be ready to rock and roll. But if you'll start that, we can take a look, and in a minute you'll see the walkthrough. So those are the steps coming down to the basement. That's just an overview. You'll actually see the pictures of the steps. That's the first set of steps going down to a landing where we're going to be having having, of course, murals and so forth. There's a hallway from the second steps to the main hall. The main hall will have interactive displays from various people from our history here in Birmingham, and a place for people to actually respond to what they see in terms of questions or one to be on an email list and so forth. There'll be an artifacts display case and also a frequency chart explaining the history of black radio in our city from the 1930s through the 1980s. That's the exit that we just came in through, and then finally a broadcast circle where people will be able to hear some of the people that they remember from back in the day, and pretty much you name it, we've interviewed everybody from Paul to Shelley to Foch to Jesse Champion, Lewis White, Johnny Jive, and many, many others who were active in building that industry. So I'm asking finally for your consideration to join in and get us the last $20,000 we need, which would be 10 people at $2,000, or however you want to do the mix. Please get in touch if there's more you need from me, and I do appreciate your time. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mr. Friedman. Councilor Clark.
I just want to congratulate Bob. I know this has been a dream of his for as long as I've known him, and so to actually have this manifest in a physical place, you know, if we can just get everybody to it, I think it's a great use of the basement of the Carver, which has been underutilized historically. Actually, it used to be a little damp down there, and we would have to go down there to the restrooms when we go to the Carver. But I think, you know, this occasional use of that, and also the radio station, which will be, you know, the general public won't go there often, but, you know, congratulations, Bob. That's the main thing I want to say, because I know this is a dream come true, and you've put a lot of years and just a lot of heart into this project. So thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, we do have our list before us, but we'll go ahead and allow you, if you give your name and your address, and you have 3 minutes, if you just, thank you.
My name is Dina Costco. I live at 517 12th Street Southwest. First of all, I want to say happy birthday. Today is my daughter's birthday as well.
Thank you.
But my son was murdered May 16th. My son is Dwayne Thomas. I want to know what you guys are doing about getting this murderer off the street. He's written rap songs about shooting my son in the face. My daughter got evicted from her house because he's been shooting up her house. My sister has bullet holes in the top of her car, so my daughter decided to protect herself and shoot back. And she lost her Section 8, but she got a gun card. She got a gun permit. He's threatened. I'm a traveling CNA. I was in Tennessee when my son was murdered. I have not been out of town since then. I had to get a local job because he keeps threatening females can die too. I called the detective when he was at his mom's house and told him that he was at his mom's house. The detective told me to call Crime Stoppers because he has other murders to solve. That is not something that you tell a grieving mother. So I called Crime Stoppers. I called 911. They go and knock on the door and ask, was he in there? And of course they're going to say no. But he has a warrant for capital murder. They know who did it. My daughter's baby's father did it. So why isn't he off the streets? They just texted my son's girlfriend last night and said, Mammy, and said, come get him. They're torturing my family. When does it stop? When is he going to get picked up? No, I'm tired. I've called the police. He shot at my house June the 6th. I called the police, and you know what the police said? What did I do to them for them to come shoot up my house? And then turned around and tried to arrest my sister, and then said that we were lying. They didn't shoot at my house. What are we doing? My family and their friends are getting tortured. 2 days before my son's murder, one of his good friends got 3 fingers shot off okay? Last night they put on Facebook 2 fingers in a diaper right here because he has a white cast right there, like this. Why are you torturing us? That's how you get street retaliation. When they go retaliate, then y'all gonna be beating down my door. And I'm trying so hard to keep them from retaliating. I don't know how much longer I can hold them back. I want him off the streets, and I've asked plenty times, I've called plenty times to set up a meeting with you. I've been calling since the end of May. He's been torturing my family since it happened. Writing raps about, ask man how that face shot feel. My son was Dwayne Thomas, they call him Man. He didn't bother nobody. He was in sports. He graduated in December. Didn't even get a chance to walk the stage. I walked the stage for my son. He just celebrated his 18th birthday. Didn't even get a chance to do it. He wanted to be an electrician. He wanted to build houses. He told me he was going to build me a house from the ground up. I had to celebrate his 18th birthday, 8th grade.
Ms. Thomas, I want to tell you just personally, I'm very sorry this happened for you and your family. I feel your pain. I feel your grief as I feel most of us do. And at this time, it is an active investigation, so we don't want to do anything to harm that investigation. Now, I do know we do have police liaisons. Is that correct? Or we have staff that could help. Can we get this help to this family, Mr. Mayor? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
And then another thing, I can't even get, I had insurance, but because I didn't have it 2 years, it's some kind of law that they have to go through everything. They've been trying to get in touch with the detective so they could pay me. The detective ain't returning nothing.
Yes, ma'am. What we'll do, we'll definitely reach, I'm going to get staff, if we can get your name and address, and we can see my son was shot. My son didn't die. But I fully understand your feelings and how they could go even further. But I know there is help out there. There's social workers and counselors can help you as your family, as they did mine. So we'll be sure to get the right people to you, okay? God bless you. Thank you. Next speaker, I believe, if you'll call the list, Mr. Clerk.
Reverend Webb. And Tammy Smith.
Excuse me, if you will let Ms. Smith speak. Thank you.
Good morning, Council.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, my name is Tammy Smith. I reside at 1708 33rd Avenue North. And I'm mainly here just to thank a few people. This past weekend, as you well know, was the function in the Junction. And I have to admit, it was a very, very successful. It's probably one of the best crowds we done had out there. There wasn't no fussing, fighting, no shooting, no argument. It was really family oriented. DA Danny Carr came out, Sheriff Petway, the gubernatorial candidate, Miss Yolanda Flowers. She came out and spoke to the crowd. It was nice to meet them all. Our fire, our police, our medical team was awesome. Our medical team was headed by Linda Thomas from Jefferson County Health Department. It just really was nice, and I didn't see none of you. And Miss Clark actually said she was there. I didn't see her, but she said she was there. It's good to know, because I'm telling you, it's 36 years, and it's been a struggle to keep it going. And as long as I got breath in me, I'm gonna help them, and it's gonna get big and better, because 36 years. And to be able to put people together of all ages. We had people from, babies to 90 years old out there. Golden Hummingbird was awesome. Please, we got a lot of good talent here. I don't know if y'all familiar with any of them, but it's a lot. It was really nice. I'm so proud to be a part of them. I'm a new member on the board with them, and so I'm learning a lot of things. And that it's been around for so long, and it once was a big part of the city, and it was recognized even within you all. But The public works was awesome. I mean, it just really was nice. And I hope maybe next year you all invite them in advance to come out and be a part of it, because it was nice to see the representative that was there, and they came up and said something. And I mean, it's just really nice, and they don't get recognized because nobody was out there, no media, nothing, the actual day of the function. But it was so nice and pleasant. And I didn't saw them come to things where there were 20 people and they were cutting ribbon to open a dog shelter. So I'm just saying, it's just nice if they recognize some of the good things. We went from giving 3 scholarships to 9 scholarships to these kids in the Birmingham school system. I mean, that's a big thing right there, to be able to give 9 scholarships. And thank you, Mayor Wolfen. Thank you for your services. I wish I saw you out there. I think you're eye candy, so you need to come. But anyway, I'm just being honest. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you, and I appreciate it, and have a good morning.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. We appreciate your passion and what you do for your community, and you do it for all the communities. You just don't concentrate in yours. I see you everywhere, and you're always committed, and the volunteerism that you give. I just want to tell you, I was not present. We were on business travel. Normally, I do attend. It's always a great festival, great music. So again, thank you for your commitment. Ms. Clark.
I just want to thank Tammy for her hard work. You said it. She works everywhere, but if you saw her out there, she was picking up trash, servicing portalettes, and dropping it like it's hot. So she was doing everything. But anyway, hard worker, and thank you for all you do for all the areas of Birmingham, but especially that festival, and it was great and special. So thank you.
Thank you. Glad to see the success of it, and it's coming back. I know COVID didn't help at all, and some of the other financial constraints, but thank you all for being dedicated to that great festival. At this time, councilors, we'll have our comments. Ms. Abbott, I apologize.
Well, I've been reading through this information that Mr. Friedman brought us, and I thought when we redid the Carver that we had to make it accessible for everyone, and so I was trying to figure out why he's having to raise money for a lift to get handicapped people down to the basement.
Good question. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I apologize, Madam President. And I know Ms. Bell is not here to give detail, so my answer will be at a very high level, but she can provide anything else if this answer is not sufficient. The top line of Mr. Friedman's remarks speaks to the integrity of the structure of the building. There is an actual, it's ADA compliant with 3 of the floors, but it couldn't do the basement because of the integrity of the building. And so what he's asking for is just an enhancement and an addition, and so people can actually get to the basement. But the other floors, they can. That had to be signed off, so that wasn't just us. That was the whole going through, engaging their board, engaging the professional people who actually, the contractors who did the building. They couldn't do for each floor. They could only do for the majority. They couldn't include the basement.
Okay, well, see, but I understand that the elevator can't go down because of the structure of the building, but if someone who is handicapped sues the city because they can't access the basement, isn't that on us? It's not on Mr. Friedman. It's on the city of Birmingham that we did not provide ADA access when we could have. We couldn't have put an elevator in, but we could have done something.
I believe Madam President, if you wanted a more thorough answer, we can go get a team member to provide that and give an adequate response based on the suggested language your colleague used. I want to be in a position to provide an adequate answer.
All right.
But the team spent a considerable amount of time on this, all parties involved.
Thank you. I would like to give them an opportunity to prepare whatever information they wanted to share with us. So if she can come down, or if not, we could wait and we could consider this or hear more information about this during the committee of the whole. Of course, we don't meet until August, but okay. All right, thank you. We'll allow Ms. Bell to come up, and then we'll continue with our comments. Councilor Tater, you ready for your comments? Thank you. If you go ahead.
Thank you, Madam President. Dolomite neighborhood meeting will be tonight at 6 p.m. via conference call. The dial-in number is 602-580-9525. The access code is 378-9426. Fountain Heights neighborhood meeting will be tonight at 6 p.m. in person at the Fountain Heights Recreation Center located at 1105 15th Avenue North. Eden Ridge neighborhood meeting will meet on Thursday, July the 28th, 5:30 via Zoom. Sherman Heights neighborhood will meet Monday, August the 1st, 6 p.m. via conference call. The dial-in information is 952-206-4918. Access code is 223418. Central Pratt neighborhood meeting will be on Monday, August the 1st, 6 p.m. via conference call. The number is 720-740-9732. The access code is 3488808. We will not have a public safety meeting today because I thought I would be in jury duty, but unfortunately I made it to the door and they cut off because they met their quota.
Okay.
So the next public safety meeting will be August the 9th at 1 p.m. You can submit your agenda items to Brandon McCray no later than Thursday, August the 4th by 1 p.m. Thanks, Madam President.
Thank you, Ms. Tate. Ms. Clark.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to thank this council again and the mayor for concurring for the resolution in support of Venetia in Ukraine, and Dr. Darrell LeQuinn, even in his absence, for coordinating that presentation with me. And it was so cool that we got a letter back from the mayor of Venetia really quickly that really illustrates that that wasn't an idle action and that they actually really appreciated it. And Scotty even noted to me that we may be the only city in America that has done a resolution like that according to the embassy that he's in contact with. So I just wanted to thank you all again for your support on that. And neighborhood meetings in District 8, this week we'll have the Bush Hills neighborhood meeting on tonight at 6:30 via Zoom. And if you'd like to get the login information, you can go to www.bushhills.org, or you can call the District 8 office at 205-254-2304. And I don't have to tell you about the 36th annual function at the Junction this past weekend because Tammy already gave us an account. It was really great. And kudos to Magnolia Cook and her team, that includes Tammy, for continuing this tradition of providing a fun-filled day and, you know, helping us find fun ways to celebrate our rich heritage and, you know, the historic nature of this particular place. Today at noon and repeating at 5:30, be sure to stop by the Boutwell Auditorium to hear a report out on the progress of the Revision Lynn Park project. That revisioning and planning process is going on. They've been soliciting a lot of input from the public through surveys and other visual preference. Like they had a few months ago, they had a way for you to come in and just, you know, indicate based on certain visual options your preference for ways to use that park. I believe this process includes renaming the park. But anyway, if you go to Boutwell at either noon or 5:30, you can participate in a presentation of their progress up to this point. Also, please note that the next Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Committee meeting will be a special called meeting on Tuesday, August 2nd at 3:30. We will consider board appointments, the recommended board slate to the Birmingham Museum of Art. Also, this coming Saturday, Reverend Tyree Anderson and the First Baptist Church of Inslee are inviting residents in the Inslee area to a block party. So join the church on July 30th from 11 to 3 for a fun-filled time, complete with school supply giveaways and food trucks. And they're encouraging you to bring a lawn chair to come and fellowship with your neighbors. Also, the Birmingham Museum of Art has a new mural exhibition by artist Rico Gatson called Illuminating Shuttlesworth. And that's happening, that's coming up. The opening is soon, and they have several free events that are related to that exhibition. So on Thursday, July 28th, the Birmingham Museum of Art will host a panel discussion called Entangled Histories, Free Speech and Civil Rights from the 1960s to Today. And the discussion will examine how the mid-1960s were a turning point not only for the civil rights movement, but also the history of free speech in the U.S. From the Civil Rights Act to landmark Supreme Court decisions, the boundaries of the First Amendment were tested in ways that affected civil rights in the decades following. And so the panel will be moderated by Dawana Thompson, who we all know as director of the Civil Rights Institute, but there will be some subject matter experts, and Poet Laureate Ashley Jones will also be presenting as part of that program. So again, that's July 28th, this coming Thursday. I don't know if I gave you a time, but it's evening time, I believe. Wednesday, August 3rd, similarly, there will be a program honoring the life and legacy of Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth called Illuminating Shuttlesworth. And I'm going to have to get you the time. If you need the time, you're going to have to go to the BMA's website to get the time of that event. But that event is on Wednesday, August 3rd. So some exciting programming around this Shuttlesworth exhibit at the Birmingham Museum of Art. The Tabernacle Baptist Church, located at 600 Center Street North, is going to present Faith, Forks, and Fitness Fair on Saturday, August 6th from 10 to 2. And it's going to be an exciting event with holistic wellness, live Health Smart Alabama mobile, Live Health Smart, the Live Health Smart Alabama mobile market, the Meds Plus mobile wellness van, Chef Clayton Sherrod, music, exercise demonstrations, and of course a good word from Pastor Chris Hamlin. So all are invited to attend that event. There's a lot going on, y'all. So finally, the 5 Points West community will host and entertain families from its 6 neighborhoods and anyone else who comes out to celebrate with us on Saturday, August 13th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Birmingham Crossplex. That's the 5 Points West Community Fun Day. So join us, and that concludes my remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilor Clark. Councilor Moore?
Yes, Madam President. Let me see. So we have some neighborhood association meetings taking place this week. This Wednesday, we have the Norwood Neighborhood Association taking place at 6 p.m. on Zoom. I made a mistake last week saying that it took place last week. Let me see. Monday, we have the Maple Grove, Brummett Heights, and Zion City and Collegeville Neighborhood Associations all taking place at 6 p.m. For more information, make sure that you check out the Birmingham City Council website and find District 4, and you will be able to see the days, times, and details concerning those meetings. This Wednesday, tomorrow, Emotion Therapy invites all to East Lake again for the Yoga in the Park. It starts at 6:30. If you would like to find or get more information, make sure that you call 205-440-3858 or email emotiontherapy@outlook.com. Today, I3 Academy will be having their Meet the Teacher Day from 9 to 11 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. I3 will also be having preview days this Thursday and Friday to help students start the year off strong and get an idea of what to expect. Both days will start at 8 a.m. To 1 p.m. The earliest you may drop off is 7:30. So yeah, for more information, please call 205-403-5777. This Thursday, Smith Middle School will also be hosting their parent meeting at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. Topics will include discussing academics, the motto, the principal's philosophy, his vision, as well as, any type of parent support and concerns. For more information, call their school, 205-231-5675. Also, there will be a People Against Neighborhoods and Industrial Contamination, affectionately known as PANIC. They will be having their meeting this week as well. They always take place on the last Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. They will be at St. Paul Baptist Church, 4699 Cheek Road, Birmingham, Alabama 35207. For more information, please call Mr. Charlie Powell at 205-266-1987. Also, just wanted to give a shout out to Woodlawn High School. They had their alumni picnic. It was an amazing event. They cut up. they had some good barbecue. Everybody was on the front lawn, and it was really just a joyous occasion to see everybody coming together and enjoying themselves. So thank you all for having me out and allowing me to be a part of it. Let me see. Speaking of Woodlawn High School, I think I may have mentioned it this last week, but got a chance to, I just want to say congratulations again to Principal Ramika Davis for being back at Woodlawn High School. I remember in 2011 when I was volunteering there, she was the assistant principal, and so it was just a really cool full circle moment to see where she's been able to go. So congratulations to you again. I want to say happy birthday to Madam President again, as well as tell Tony Bells happy birthday to you as well, of Bells Catering. So he turned 50 today. Let me see. And then last but not least, there is a storytelling conference that will be taking place starting off. I think the kickoff day is actually July 28th. They will be at the A.G. Gaston Boys and Girls Club from 4:45 to 6:45, and it's presented by Birmingham Create Hub Storytelling Edutainment Conference. They'll have different spoken word, live music, and performances. And it seems like it's going to be a 3-day conference. The first day, like I said, will be at A.G. Gaston Boys and Girls Club. The second day, July 29th from 10 to 5, will be at the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. And then the third day will be July 30th from 10 to 9:30 at the Museum of Arts. And so really looking forward to it, to seeing what they have in store. And yeah, I think Daryl O'Quinn might even show up and wrap another story. So, but yeah, those are all my announcements. Thank you, Madam President.
Councilor Moore, thank you for the birthday wishes. Councilor Abbott.
Thank you, Madam President, and happy birthday. This is which anniversary of your 29th birthday?
That's right.
Yeah.
I got to add that up.
Yeah, it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Believe me, I've done it, so I know. The next Planning and Zoning meeting is tomorrow, July 27th. It will be at 3:30 p.m. here in the council chambers. I'm glad that Councilor Tate got away from the jury duty business so that she could be with us. Redmont Park has canceled its meeting for tonight, so they will not be meeting at 5 p.m. And this coming Monday, August 1st, the Glen Iris neighborhood will meet at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. They were going back to in-person meetings, but then the COVID rose up and they decided the better part of valor was not to have an in-person meeting. So they're still Zooming, and I wanted to ask all the residents of District 3 who are interested in what's going on in the city to go to our website, which is www.bhamdistrict3, and that's the number 3.com, and we are trying to put every bit of information that is sent to us on that website so that, number one, we don't have to remember details, and number two, so people can be informed on their own time. So if you're up at 3 a.m. because you can't sleep, you can find out what's going on in the district. So I just thank everyone, and that is my report. Oh, and I did want to say, because people in Forest Park, South Avondale, have been so interested in the 41st Street project that has not been happening. And so I just wanted to let them know that it is on the capital projects list, and now it's funded. It lost its funding and made everybody very sad. But now it is back to having funding again. So we can all look forward to, seeing the plans and seeing what's going to happen, and then advocating for it to happen soon. So anyway, but I wanted to say that because that has been a question and maybe not every meeting, maybe every other meeting, when are y'all going to do something? And of course we had to tell them, Dr. O'Quinn and I attend those meetings, and we had to tell them that the funding had to be given back to the feds. So I'm just happy that we have funding re-identified and it's back. So that's good. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Ms. Abbott. Yesterday we called you the Dean of the Council, so we do appreciate the historical knowledge and the working knowledge that you have of the Council. Truly appreciate that. And we're just...
I can tell stories.
We're going to have a good time so we can talk about that. Thank you, Mrs. Abbott. Dr. O'Quinn.
Thank you, Madam President. It's great news about 41st Street. I hadn't heard that yet, so...
Look at my spreadsheet. I color-coded it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Tonight, we have Fountain Heights neighborhood meeting that starts at 6, and that's going to be taking place at the Fountain Heights Rec Center. I think this may be the first in-person meeting that they've had in quite some time. So again, that's 6 p.m. tonight at the Fountain Heights Rec Center. Crestwood North Neighborhood Association also meets tonight at 6:30 at Girls Incorporated in Crestwood North. Thank you, Councilor Clark, for mentioning the two meetings today about the planned community engagement regarding Lynn Park. Again, the first session starts today at noon, and then there's another session this evening at 5:30. We did not have Transportation Committee yesterday. We didn't have anyone who brought business, but I do want to provide you all an update that we're, of course, continuing to work on our board appointments, the recommendations to the full council. Those should be coming forward shortly. But also with regard to the ongoing train issues that are, we've been experiencing, for a long time, but especially in recent years across the city. I'm very happy to report that I've been participating in some conversations recently that make me very optimistic that we're going to get some things done, probably not on a time scale that anybody would like them to occur, but that's the way things go in government. But unlike in the past, I can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel per se. So I'm hopeful. All of that to say that I'm just hopeful, and things are definitely moving in the right direction. All of the parties are, enthusiastic to make some positive change happen, and that includes stakeholders outside of the city of Birmingham too. So again, I wish I could fix it today, but we're talking, huge project, and again, there's solutions being discussed that are on the scale of years and not weeks or months. So just want to provide that report to you all, and thank you. That concludes my announcements.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. I really want to thank you for your diligence and the work that you do on the Transportation Committee. I know that this is something that's affected most of us, especially those of us in the western area where these trains are sitting on tracks or we don't have the right access. We think about Harris Homes and how residents had to go through to try to get around the trains. We know the inconvenience that it brings. But what I'd like for residents just to hear from what you reported to us today is that advocacy that takes place by council members where you may think nothing's being done, but there is work, there's relationships being built. I think of when we went to National League of Cities and we had that opportunity to talk with various federal representatives that could bring those conversations together. So thank you, and thank each counselor for what you do for advocating. Thank you.
I just wanted to note that even having Mayor Pete do that announcement in Birmingham, that's really significant. I don't know why or how that came about, but it gets us, this work gets us on the map, so to speak.
Yeah. I agree. That was very significant, and I'm sure Mayor Woodfin had quite a bit to do with that. But I'm extremely hopeful that because Secretary Buttigieg chose Birmingham as the location to make that announcement, that's indicative of some future support coming our way.
Thank you both. Councilor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam President. Number one, happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
That's my Leo sister, so that's why we get along. Anyways, the next PIC meeting will meet August 2nd at 2 p.m. here in the chambers. Submissions are due tomorrow by noon. Oakwood Place neighborhood will meet at Harrison Park Recreation Center on Tuesday, August 2nd at 4 p.m. Mason City will meet on Tuesday, August 2nd via teleconference at 4:30 p.m. The call-in number is 712-770-8017, and the code is 843426. North Titusville will meet at Memorial Park Recreation Center next Wednesday, August 3rd at 5 p.m. The next special call budget and finance meeting will be on Monday, August 8th at 3:30 p.m. here in the chambers. Submissions are due Wednesday, August 3rd by noon. Submissions received afternoon will be placed on the next budget and finance agenda. Email submissions to laquia.wilson@birminghamal.gov. I will be hosting a financial literacy seminar with the Young Entrepreneurs in Encore Bank at the Young Entrepreneurs Hub at 873 Dennison Avenue Southwest, Unit 106. That is in the Old Heritage Shopping Center in Titusville at 6 p.m. this Thursday. Learn to crack the money management code. Also, I will be having a school supply giveaway in partnership with my father, Senator Smitherman, and the Birmingham Urban League. This will be next Wednesday, August 3rd from 4 to 5 p.m. at the West End Library. Also, we will be having our August District 6 pop-up farmers market from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. at Memorial Park. More Than Conquerors Respect will be having their back-to-school rally. I think they've been having it almost 20 years now. It will be Saturday, August 6th, starting at 10 a.m. at More Than Conquerors. They'll be having free book bags, school supplies, and we'll be giving out books. Also, save the date. Titusville Day will be on August 20th at Memorial Park. Also, the Public Improvements Committee has a vacancy opening for the Director Position 3 for the Land Bank Authority Board. Their term expired on July 15th. All interested applicants should submit their resumes to attention Crystal Smitherman, District 6 Office, Birmingham City Council, 710 20th Street North, Birmingham, Alabama, 35203, or via email at crystal.smitherman@birminghamal.gov. All submissions should be received by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. For more information on the exciting events happening in District 6, or if you have any community events you want to submit, visit our website at www.d6bham.com. Also, the library, they're having, I just saw this. It's the last week of Oceans of Possibilities at the different Birmingham public libraries. It's happening this week. For District 6, this Thursday, they'll have a Whale of a Tale Thursdays. Starts at 11:30 a.m. So they'll have movies and snacks. And then at the Southside Library, this will be, I think, on Thursday as well, starting at 2 p.m. They'll have movies there as well. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you very much. For comments to District 7, the Administration Committee meeting has been canceled for today. We will not hold it. There are no Neighborhood Association meetings scheduled for this week in D7. My mic isn't on, sorry. The Administration Committee meeting that was scheduled for today is canceled. There are no neighborhood meetings scheduled for this week in District 7. I just want to remind residents that the Oceans of Possibilities, the Birmingham Public Library, their reading program, they're in their last week, and so go to the bpl.org website and you can see any remaining activities that will be held in your regional or public libraries so that our children can get that opportunity to read and enjoy the last part of their summer. Just want to say we are approaching the beginning of the new school year. I saw something the other day where a teacher is encouraging parents, wake your children up starting at 6 or 7 o'clock and these next 2 weeks so that they'll kind of be ready and won't be so drowsy when it comes time for them to get to school, and start enacting and enforcing those bedtimes again just to get them prepared. And probably parents will need to do the same. Looking towards the beginning of the school year, District 7 will also be giving away backpacks. We'll have a backpack giveaway from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on August, Saturday 6th, and that'll be in the parking lot of Greater Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, and that's at 2135 Jefferson Avenue Southwest. So if you leave more than Conquerors and you want to come on down the street, we'll have some backpacks for you down there. That concludes all of my announcements. Again, thank everyone for the birthday wishes. At this time, I would like to thank our officers on duty. That's Cedric Pinkert of City Hall, Derek Square of West Precinct, and Amber Cardwell of the West Precinct. At this time, councilors, can I have a motion for adjournment?
I move for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye. Thank you all.
Councilor Clinton Woods here. We're here today at Parker High School. Silver Gloves is hosting a camp today. They're one of the nonprofits that we're able to support every year, and really excited about what they do because they really expose as many young people in our area to the game of baseball. There's so many scholarship opportunities. There's so many opportunities to continue playing and get your education for free. And so we want to make sure that our athletes here just take advantage of everything available to them. We really want to expose them to everything, and we really appreciate what Silver Gloves does year round.
13th year of Silver Gloves, and we just like the support from the councilman. He's been steadfast to help support these kids, not only just from his district, but from the city of Birmingham and the surrounding area. As you can see, we have like 8 schools here this year, plus we've had Major League Scouts out here on day 2. This is day 1. They'll be out here to showcase their talents for all of these coaches, and we have a lot of younger guys that are out here, younger, all the way from some up-and-coming 8th graders who are going to 9th grade, and some junior college guys. Going yard. We've got some good talent out here. They've caught some eyes, and we just hope that everything just works out.
Today they're hosting a camp where they have college coaches in. They have local athletes really from around the state here today just to showcase what they can do, and we're just glad to be here to participate and to support them. We're just really happy about what they deliver and the value that they bring to us.
And for more from the Birmingham City Council, follow along with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay safe, Birmingham.